Welcome to the GuthrieAmerica podcast. We sit down with the amazing people who do life in our community and who are from here because we believe every story should be told. I am your host, Heady Coleman. Today, I am sitting down with Chance Rogers. Before we jump in this conversation with Chance, will you please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast and leave a review? It would mean a world to us, to me for sure. Please know that North Church Guthrie has been so kind to let us host a podcast right here in the building, and we're so grateful that they believe in connecting people through their stories. If you're looking for a church home, check out North Church Guthrie, but there are plenty of awesome churches in the community, great pastors out there. But anyway, I just want to make sure that we thank them for what they do. And if you are looking to get your name out there and want to sponsor something, hit me up, HeadyColeman@gmail.com. I would love to see if we can partner together. All right, Chance, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing pretty good today. How about you?
I am doing good. And so when you walk through the doors, I asked you what you've been doing today, and you said you've been cutting hair.
Yeah.
Your dog's hair.
Yes.
Now, is one more challenging than the other to cut the hair? Like, how many dogs do you have?
I have two dogs, two poodles, a boy and a girl. The girl's name is Cinnamon, and the boy's name is Nutmeg. Now, Nutmeg, he's a little bit harder to cut.
Okay.
He's my dad's dog.
Oh.
My dog is pretty straightforward. Her hair's not that tangled. But with him, you never know.
Got you. So which one do you take on first? Do you like get the hard one out of the way and then do the easier one, or do you do the easier one and then get the hard one?
I normally start with the hard one. That way don't have as much work at the end.
Nice. I see. Now, do you do that is that the way you thought about it, or?
That's the way I think about it.
Okay.
Because I already know he's going to be harder, so I just do. Plus, he's younger, so he moves around a lot more. She's calmer.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
So it's better.
Young knucklehead be acting up while you trying to cut his hair.
Yeah, so it's better to get him out of the way. That way you can use all your energy to keep him still. And then if you're tired, the other one, you won't have to worry about her moving too much.
Gotcha. Are you like wrestling? Like how do you hold it down? Are you like on his back and arm?
Most of the time, I just put him between my legs and just hold him.
Okay.
That way he doesn't go anywhere. And if there's ever two people, I have the other person hold him while I cut him.
Gotcha. So how much do you pay if I come out there and help you hold the dog? What are we looking at? What you got in your budget to pay me to come hold this dog so you can get this out the way?
I think you can do it pro bono.
Wow, Jeff. Okay, I hear you. We're going to keep talking. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on from that because I see who I'm working with here. Pro bono, that's pretty good. What do you got? School just wrapped up. Last day of school was yesterday. This is 2025. Going into the school year 2025, 2026, yes. Right? So what do you got planned for the summer?
Not much. I'm probably going to keep coming to church Sundays, Wednesdays. Then I'm going to go to students' camp.
Okay.
And then I've got a family reunion, I think in June something, or 4th of July, actually. 4th of July. And it's going to be my dad's side of the family, their first time coming to Guthrie. So I'm probably going to show them around the town, show them some of the history and everything. Hopefully they have a good time. And
how many people you think gonna come?
I don't really know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Probably at least 50. I don't know.
So now 4th of July is on a Friday.
I believe so. Yes.
Saturday. I don't know if you're doing it Friday or Saturday. Doing it Friday or Saturday?
They'll probably start coming on Thursday.
Huh?
Some will stay with us the whole time.
And they're gonna get here when?
They will probably get here Thursday.
Thursday, okay. Yeah. Thursday.
And
so
they're probably gonna leave on Monday.
I just want to let you know we set this up just for y'all. Red Brick Nights is on that Saturday.
Oh, awesome.
So if y'all, I don't know what that looks like for y'all, but you got something built in, food trucks and everything. Man, we just trying to podcast in here. We just recording a podcast. Yeah. Yeah, so Red Brick Nights, that's Saturday. So that's going to be cool.
All right, we can make it work.
Yes. By the way, that was my son who just came in bouncing the ball, but it gives us a little bit of action. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what are you looking forward to most for the family reunion?
Probably seeing everybody, showing them around, telling them everything.
Now, will you do you drive?
No, I'm only 14.
Have you started driving?
No, I'll probably start either this summer or next school year.
But y'all live on a couple of acres out there, don't you? You can drive around on the acreage.
Well, it's not really smooth enough for driving out there.
But do you drive an ATV or anything?
I have a go-kart that I drive.
Oh, you driving. It's going to be the same. Once you get behind that wheel of that car, you're going to be like, oh, I've been doing this for years. How long have you had your go-kart?
I think since either last year or the year before that.
Do you have a picture of this go-kart?
I might have on her phone. I don't think I have one.
You got a picture of the go-kart? I want to see find the picture of the go-kart.
I don't think I have one on my phone. No.
Okay. We're going to look at the go-kart because they mentioned this go-kart. And so I'm just thinking in my head as a kid, when I think of go-kart, I just want to see if it's the same thing that I'm imagining.
But you can see it if you come out there and hold the dog for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah. No, that's a go-kart. Did you pick that out? Monish, did you pick that out?
No, Dad did.
Oh, Dad did? Now, was that a surprise?
Yep.
It was
That-
a surprise.
It was? Now, that's a good surprise. That was a good surprise, wasn't it? Was you like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Was it for your birthday,
It
Christmas?
was Christmas.
Did they bring you outside?
Yeah, I came outside, detached garage. He lifted it on up, and there it was.
Wow. That's cool. Was it like, do you think you're going to have the same reaction to when they surprise you with a brand new car when you turn 16?
It'll probably be more extreme.
Oh, your excitement will be?
Yeah,
You're going to be like bouncing off the...
probably. Probably why they had to take me outside.
Huh?
They'll probably have to take me outside so I don't break the ceiling.
That's cool. All right, okay, summer, you got camp. You going to a church camp. You're going to church. You're going to be hanging out with students. I guess students Wednesday nights.
Yep.
And then family reunion. Anything else you got going on?
Not that I know of.
Cutting the dog's hair? Or how often do you got to cut the dog's hair?
Well, that depends. If we keep it depends on how long you want their hair to be. Because if you want it to be longer, then you can probably, if you do it right now, you can probably wait till the end of summer.
Okay.
But the thing is, you try to keep it short during the summertime. That way they don't get hot. And then during the wintertime, let it grow out a little bit longer. But
Gotcha.
still, even if you aren't cutting them so frequently, still try to comb them and keep them brushed through. That way they don't end up like my dad's dog and end up having to buy new clippers just to cut them. So matted. Tangled up.
So you probably need to be combing this dog's hair every night. You said it ain't your dog.
Either that or every week. But I mean, my dog's not a problem.
It's Dad's dog. It's Dad's dog's the issue. But you the one that got to cut the hair though. So you need to figure it,
That's because he's not going to go out there and do it. So I might as well. Either that or he's got to pay to get it done. So
Got you.
rather do it for
See?
him.
That's what I'm saying. The budget, if the budget's right,
I mean,
Call me
I'm
in.
already going to go out there and do the other dog, my dog.
put
So
me in the game
I might as
though.
well.
Talk to Dad, get a budget together. I'll come hold the dog. No?
You can hold it. I don't know if we're going to give you anything.
So, all right, summers don't last forever, even though we may want them to last longer than what they normally last. We're going back into school, 2025, 2026. You going to high school. What are you looking forward to the most going to high school?
I don't know. Probably all the new stuff. I don't know.
That's just not the best answer right there. All the new stuff. What's the new stuff? I don't know what the new stuff is. Help me out. Tell me. You ain't got
New
nothing.
teachers.
New teachers.
Well, this year was my first year going to Guthrie, so I don't really know quite what to expect anyway. So, I mean, pretty much just all the new stuff. I don't know what exactly is going to be there. What's going to be new about it?
Gotcha. Now you make a good point there. Okay, let's unpackage this point that you've made. Or you came from somewhere else, so you just had 8th grade here.
Yes.
So you're still getting acclimated, is what you're telling me?
I've always been in Guthrie. I just didn't go to the schools there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wasn't in the school system. So therefore, if you're not in the school system, you may not be as acclimated to how everything rolls. And so you don't know what to look forward to.
Yeah, I don't understand. So
Got
just
you.
all the new stuff. That's why I couldn't really specify anything, because I don't know.
All right, so fair enough. You got me. All right, we're going to give you that one. I remember when I went to the high school, I was in 8th grade just like you, same school. Even though there's a gap between your age and my age, not that big of a gap. You know what I'm saying?
Like 70 years.
Wow, that's where we're going.
I'm just joking.
70 years? You think I'm 70 years
I'm
older than
just
you?
joking.
Is that how you feel sitting over there? It's like you look at me, you're like, man, he's got to be 70 years old. You say that because that's the way I used to feel. Now I see people now and I'll be like, oh my goodness, I thought you were like 90 when I was 13. And like, you're still living. Like, I'm seeing people now that's like, I felt like you were so older than me. Do you feel that way? Like, yeah, like I used to think people were so old. I'm like, oh my goodness, you're still alive. How was that be? When I was 13, I felt like you were 90. But yeah. So anyway, when I was from junior high to high school, I think point made. I was anticipating things because I knew older kids, specifically family, because I had 13 aunts and uncles, and so with all of them going to the high school, I was already hearing stories about high school, and so.
Yeah.
I was kind of anticipating some things, but for you, just you know, like do you know any high schoolers like that you talk to regularly that may
Not
give you
regularly. I know a few.
Yeah.
She went to the high school. She
But
never
that was 70 years ago. It's so much different now. No, yeah. But anyway, it'll be a good experience for you. I know that I was a little nervous when I was going because now you got these, it felt like they were so much older than me, seniors, and I was going to be a freshman and all that. Now, I think it's changed now, but whenever I went to high school, when I was a freshman, the seniors would kind of do what they would call initiation. Like they were initiating the freshmen when they came in. And so we had to I remember one time I'm walking down the hall by myself. And as a freshman, I knew you did not want to get caught by seniors by yourself. And so I'm walking down the hall. I guess I was going to the restroom or something. And I turned the hallway. And there was 4 or 5 seniors, my uncle being one of them. They picked me up and put me up in the ceiling of, you know how the ceilings have you been to high school yet?
I went yesterday.
Yesterday. So whenever you're walking through the high school, in the hallway, some of the ceilings are not that high. And so they were trying to push me up into the ceiling and knock out the, what do you call it?
The little panels.
The tiles, yeah, the panels, yeah. And so I'm sure you will not have to deal with that, but that's what I had to go through. You know, every time you turn the corner, you was like, I didn't want to be alone. I always wanted my classmates with me. But it was very fun. It was very fun. But because we got some seniors too. We caught some seniors by themselves. And we made these long tape balls, out of duct tape. And so we would ball it up on the end, and then we would have this, a long piece of the duct tape. And so we could, it was
whack 'em?
Yes, we were whack. I remember one time we got Travis Dixon. We called him Poe. We found him by himself, man. We was beating him. He rolled up underneath one of the car. He was trying to get away from us. He's trying to slide up underneath the car. But then again, this was fun. Like we all grew up together. And like my uncle was a senior, and so it was good. But I don't think you have to look forward to that. Don't worry about that. I don't think they're doing that anymore. I don't want to scare you or anything. But no, high school was fun though. I think you'll do good. I think you'll do good. What's your favorite subject?
Probably history.
Really? You've mentioned history like a couple of times. You've been talking about bringing family here, and you want to talk to them about the history of Guthrie and all those. What's a unique thing that you will share with them about Guthrie around history?
Well, for starters, it used to be the capital of the city.
Oh, you've been trained well. Like somebody has definitely taught to you. What else?
And then it's so old, it's got a lot of stuff. Like the junior high is like 100 years old.
Yeah.
I can tell them about all the stuff with the temple.
Yeah.
All movies and stuff that's been done here. All
Have
kinds
you
of
seen
stuff.
Reagan? I'm sorry to cut you off. Have you seen Reagan?
I probably have. I probably just don't
The
remember.
movie, did y'all see Reagan? I need to see it. I wonder if it's on Netflix. Look it up and see if they get. Hey, you make a comment. Your mom's gonna look it up.
She got
We ain't got it both. She's kind of our producer right now. Mom is producing for us. So, all right, history is your favorite subject. What else? Like, why do you like history, just in general?
Well, they didn't really have history at my old school. They had just social studies. So they did geography.
Okay.
And then they did a little bit of history on whatever country we were talking about in
Gotcha.
geography. But here, all we've really done is American history.
Okay.
And it's just interesting to learn about, like, all the, from where it began, how
Yeah.
it was discovered, who discovered it,
Yeah.
who claimed it as
Yeah.
theirs,
Yeah.
how we broke free from them,
Yeah.
became independent, all the struggle we faced all the way from the Civil War till now,
Yeah.
and just how it became what we live in right now.
Yeah. Who's your history teacher?
Mr. Vargas,
Okay. Mr. Vargas. Shout out to Mr. Vargas. How many hobbies do you have? Do you got any hobbies?
I'd say 4 if
what are
you
they?
narrow it down. Because I write, I can sing, I dance, and then outdoor activity.
Okay. Which one
Outdoor
do you
ac-
enjoy the most?
Probably the singing and dancing part more so now. Writing isn't half bad. And then with outdoor activity, you can do pretty much anything. I just said that to narrow down all the things you can do. Because it would have taken me a while if I just like gardening, fishing, playing,
Gardening.
hiking.
Gardening. Who's the old man here? You or me? You gardening, young fella?
Well,
What do you like about gardening?
just you can eat it. It pays off in the end.
I thought you were gonna say something like
Nothing really fun about doing it.
I thought maybe you were gonna say like you get a kick out of watching the progress of the plants or something like that.
I mean, that's okay. I mean,
But the fulfillment for you is like I get to eat it after it's. What's your favorite thing that you've grown to eat?
probably watermelons.
Wait a second. You're growing watermelon out there off the highway?
Yeah,
Wow.
they're good.
It's good? Are you growing some right now?
Yeah, we've got some growing.
Okay. When will they be done?
They'll probably, maybe July, August, something like that.
What is something you think people don't know about gardening that you've learned?
Probably how hard it is to maintain. Because I notice we can go, like, we always take trips
Yeah.
during summertime and just, like, go visit family and all these things. Like, we always go somewhere Thanksgiving, normally Memorial Day. We're not doing it this year. But normally we do Memorial Day, we do something for 4th of July. But this year, 4th of July, as I already said, they come in here.
Yeah.
But normally we'll go somewhere else. And then, like, we can go there just for, like, a couple of days. And then we'll come back. And it'll be, like, the weeds and stuff will be, like, up to here. It's like, and it would be easy to go out there with a riding lawnmower to just go out there and get it all done. But then you cut down all the vegetables and fruits and everything you got growing out there.
Wow.
Cut down everything you got. So you got to go out there and hoe it. Or you got to go out there and like pull them manually. That's not the fun part. So I say probably how hard it is to maintain because of how quickly weeds and stuff grow.
They grow up so quick. So quick. Even around here when I'm like the grass, they come and cut it. Then it feel like 2 days later, the weeds are growing. And so then
Especially
it looks like,
when it rains a lot.
Yes.
Which when it rains a lot of time when you're gardening, you want that because then that means you don't got to go out there and water everything.
Man,
but
you
then
better-
again, you don't want it because then that means weeds are going to grow.
you better,
It could be a good thing and a bad thing.
man, Chance or Charles? No, it's Chance, y'all. It's Chance. It's not Charles. Man, that's good. You know the weed and being careful about the fruit that's growing versus the weeds, like plucking it out. Like in the Bible, it talks about the weeds growing with what would be the best word? Let's say fruit, right? Mm-hmm. Those who don't know Him, Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior, then versus those who do. And so it says you got to be careful. And so, in the time will come when He would do the plucking, like the gardener will come through and He get the weeds out. And He's going to deal with the weeds, and then those who said yes to Him as Lord and Savior, He's going to do. So you're learning something there, and gardening has so many different things that you can walk away with that you can apply to your life. And so it's cool to hear that you're learning this at such a young age. I wish somebody would have. I mean, I turned out I'm doing okay, but like it'd be cool to kind of learn some of this stuff at a young age because now I don't know how to get out there and really grow my own food. I feel like I could figure it out if I had to, but it'd have been better if I started learning it younger. So then it'd be a lot more. My ability to do it would be much better. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Then I'd say one part about the weeds is the one thing that would make it easy to pull them is you know what they look like versus the actual plants that you like.
See that?
But then again,
Okay.
when it comes to stuff like corn looks almost just like grass. Just it gets taller. So if the weeds are tall enough, you can't tell if it's corn or if it's weed. And then there are these weeds, I don't know what they're called, but they look exactly like a watermelon plant, except they don't grow watermelons. They have thorns, but they're small thorns where you can only feel them if you go in there and like try to pull them up with your hand, then you're going to feel them. But they look exactly like watermelon, so you don't know. It's just, that's what the hard part about it is weeds that look like other stuff that you actually want.
Got you. Now, do you own a pair of overalls?
Yes, I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Chance Rogers rocking the overalls. I ain't never seen you in overalls. Do you got pictures of you in overalls?
I've got some on Instagram.
Oh, of you in is this your like personal Instagram?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Well, it depends on if you want my official account or if you want. Well, I'll probably give you both.
Give me both.
But my official account, she controls, and that's the one with like all my modeling, acting stuff, and all my official stuff. And that is it's Chance Rogers.
It's Chance Rogers.
Yeah, ITSCHANCEROGERS.
Okay. And which one do we find you in the overalls?
That would be that one.
Okay.
And then my personal one, I don't think I post anything on that one. That's just like a personal one for if I want to be normal.
Okay.
I want to go out without people knowing.
Just so you can be incognito a little bit, like your
I can
second
go out.
account.
People can see I viewed stuff, but they won't know that it's me because it's not the official account.
What do they call that? A burner account? No.
Probably something like that.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Now let's go back to the singing. Now, has somebody told you can sing, or are you just saying that you like to sing?
I can sing. I did Bruno Mars a while back, and then I do more Michael Jackson nowadays. But I can do swing of both.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
You think you're pretty good? Like, is that like singing, dancing? Is that something you want to do in the future, or acting?
It's
or
mainly just
modeling?
like a hobby.
Okay.
I'd probably go more into acting and modeling for more of a career. I mean, I could make a career out of the singing and dancing too, but
Okay. Like, are you dancing like the new types of dance moves? Or are you strictly kind of like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Just solely like sticking with those vibes?
yeah. Because not a lot of people nowadays can do that. Make the same kind of showmanship that he did.
Oh,
So a lot of times to see that would be just
the showmanship. People don't know that. You two
people don't know about that
Yeah,
nowadays.
the showmanship is not
Because
something.
they think about like artists today and all these things, but when you think about an artist today that goes out there on stage, like rappers and things, they'll go out there and they'll start the lyrics and they'll be like, "Come on, you know the lyrics." Like sometimes they'll forget the lyrics, and then people like Taylor Swift, everybody likes. She doesn't do that. Like she sings all the songs. But the thing is, if she forgets the lyrics, she'll like stop and think about it. Like she'll just stop mid sentence or mid performance.
She won't tell them to fill in for her.
Yeah, she won't tell anybody. She'll just stop and just sit there. She's like, I forgot the lyrics. Now Michael Jackson, there were times when he forgot the lyrics, but when he did forget the lyrics, he didn't stop the show. He would just keep going, just like do gibberish.
He's just going to a dance
He just do
break.
gibberish.
Yeah.
Because even if it was like a part, like
He's
there's
like,
a famous clip in Beat It. I would play it right now, but I don't know.
No, then they're gonna shut us off on YouTube. You're gonna get us copyrighted.
Yeah, but there was a famous clip on Beat It in the Royal Brunei concert, 1996, when he was singing Beat It in the second verse. And he was just like, because he forgot the lyrics. So, but he didn't want to stop the show, so he just knew the rhythm, what it was supposed to sound like, and just made random sounds.
And then it became like that. And then people was like, "Did you hear Michael Jackson do that riff? Oh my goodness, it was amazing."
Because they were like, he did it. He didn't even have to stop the show, even though he forgot the lyrics. It just.
When did you first learn about Michael Jackson?
When I first learned about him was a while ago, back when my dad was teaching me how to camel walk, but I didn't quite realize that it was him until later, I think, like last summer when I started getting into him. Because, I mean, people always told me I looked like him and all this stuff, but I never really put any consideration into it. Then after camp last year, I was listening to music and I was bored, so I actually started listening to it. Because normally you'll just have it playing and you'll just hear it. But I actually listened to it and I was like, that's a good song. After a Michael Jackson song came on, then I didn't know. I looked in and I was like, oh, that's a Michael Jackson song. Because, I mean, I'd heard the name Michael Jackson. I knew all this stuff about him. But I hadn't really ever, looked into him or anything. Then after I found out that song was by him and I liked it, I looked into him, and I liked a bunch of his songs, and I liked it from there. And it wasn't until I started hearing about how people say he danced and was a performer too. Then I looked at some videos on YouTube and all this stuff, and I was like, yeah. And that's when I saw the camel walk, and I was like, that's what he was teaching me back then. And I know I never made that connection.
Wait, are you talking about D was teaching you?
Mm-hmm.
Was he doing it?
He could do it back in the day.
He could? Which one's the camel walk?
Don't know how to explain it. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like, I'd have to show you video afterwards.
Okay.
I can't really explain. You guys can look it up.
So it wasn't that long ago until you started really thinking about Michael Jackson and really all the things, and now he's made an impression on you. But it's like, I guess he kind of was it before last year that you kind of started mimicking him a little bit more than what you do now?
It was last year, after summer camp.
Wow, it felt like it was longer.
And I started. As I was looking at it, in the moment that I saw the performance, I was like, it's kind of cool. See a lot of people do that nowadays.
Yeah. Who's a performer though that you think mimics him the best?
Mimics him the best. I say the closest person probably to him would be Chris Brown
Oh, okay.
of today's world. Bruno Mars did it a little bit when he was like a teenager in early 20s. But I'd say Chris Brown is probably the closest.
Got you. Chris Brown's nice.
But still not the same level. It's still,
You think Chris Brown ain't on Michael Jackson's level?
yeah, I don't think anybody's really on that level.
Wow.
But he's there.
Yeah.
Just not up all the way there.
I'm definitely gonna be asking your dad to do this camel walk when I see him again.
I don't know if he can do it now with the messed up knee, but maybe after this, I'll tell you what. Next summer, ask him because he's getting the second knee done this summer. So next summer, ask him to do it when he's got both of them up and running. But I don't know if he can do it right now.
Oh, man. All right, I'll wait until he has them both up running.
Because he was trying to do it the other day.
Oh man! Stop, Chance. You killing me.
He wasn't really.
Yeah, I need to see him do this camel walk. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do a quick segment of oh man, I can't even think. Let's do a quick segment of Would You Rather. All right.
All right.
Would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible?
I feel like if you could fly, all that would really do is like, you can fly. If you're invisible, you could like go places without people necessarily knowing that you're there. But it depends. I don't know. Because if you can fly, if you're in a situation where there's a bunch of guys surrounding you, all you gotta do is just leave. But then again, you could do that if you're invisible too, because then if there's a bunch of guys surrounding, just go invisible and walk right by them.
Yeah.
Then you can take all of them out from behind anything. But, I don't know. I'd probably go invisibility.
Okay.
Because the only thing flying really does is like get you out of places.
Or get you to places.
Yeah, or you can just be in the air. That's really the only thing it does. Being invisible, you can technically get places without having to worry about moving by anybody or anything because you can just go. You don't have to worry about them seeing you or anything.
Right. I wonder if flying...
Or if you're invisible, if you wake up late and you don't have time to get ready, you don't have to. They can't see you anyway.
Yes, right. Good point, James. Good point there. Would you rather travel to the past or the future?
I feel like past. Because if there are people that you want to meet or anything that were like in the past or family members and stuff that died, you can go back there, you can see them. Any moment in history you want to see, you can go see that. But if you go to the future, there may be things in the future that you don't want to see. Like maybe your parent dying, you grieving over your parent being dead. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see you dead. You don't want to see anything happen to you or someone you love, anything like that. Or just anything that was bad, you don't want to see. Let's see here. You don't want to see yourself losing a big bet or something or anything. You don't want to see any of that bad stuff that could happen to you in the future. I mean, there's good parts of the future, too. You can see what the winning lottery numbers are going to be. But, I mean, you can see how the world advances. But then again, you don't want to go to the future and then get like abducted by robots or something if they have an uprising in the future. You never know.
So you going? Which one you
So
gonna
I
do?
say pass.
You gonna go?
Because there aren't very many bad things about the past unless you poof into the Cretaceous period and get eaten by a dinosaur.
You can figure out the rest. Like,
I don't think he would go there.
well, okay. So this next would you rather kind of lines up with what you just said. Would you rather win the lottery or have a job you love? Sit on that for a second. That's a good one.
It is. I feel like having a job you love, I mean, you love it, but winning the lottery. If you win the lottery, technically, you can do what you love still. You just don't necessarily have to worry about getting paid because you already have all the money.
Huh.
Meanwhile, with having a job you love, then you still have to worry about getting paid and all these things. If you have the job that you love, or maybe you're not that good at it, you just really like it.
Monisha, would you rather have a job you love or win the lottery?
Win the lottery.
Here's the thing about winning the lottery. Most people go, they lose it all anyway.
Yeah, but that's when they're not.
You mature enough, you
Yeah.
yeah.
If it was someone like me and I won the lottery, then yeah, I'd probably go broke in a couple of hours. But
What you gonna go buy?
plus, but then again, I don't know.
You just gonna go broke? Just
A lot of rich people never know what they're gonna buy before they get the money. It's just once they get it, they just
go buy stuff. They just
because you can now.
yeah.
It's like the things you don't think about that you don't think you don't need it. Like
Yeah.
right now, if you're like, should I get that new phone? Should I get those new shoes? I don't really need them. My old stuff's really
Because
working
you ain't got
for
the
me.
you ain't got the money.
But now that you got it, you're like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get all the new stuff every time it comes out.
Yeah.
Every time a new phone comes out, get it the moment it's released.
Got you.
Or
All right, here's
pre-order it.
Here's the last one. Would you rather live by the beach or in the mountains?
I don't know which one I'd choose there. I feel like if you live by the beach, there will be water. It will be a lot warmer. You could go out on the beach whenever you wanted. Then again, it might be pretty busy, unless it's like a private beach or something. But if you do it in the mountains, you live in the mountains, it will be nature, a lot of nature. But the only thing I can say is, depending on how high you live on the mountain, it'd be a little chilly. And then again, it'd probably be a lot of woods and stuff that you'd have to travel through and be careful of all the stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You don't know which one you pick?
I don't know which one I choose.
I was sure you was gonna pick the mountains with all this gardening and outdoor and cutting dogs'
Yeah.
hair and
Which there are a
go-kart.
lot of good things about the mountains. It's just there's also bad things about the mountains. Like trying to get places.
Yeah, I got you.
Be
No, that's
like
good.
hard. You can't order DoorDash.
Yeah, none of that. You
And
probably
then trying to walk through the forest and all this stuff. You don't know what's out there.
tigers,
So,
lions, and bears. Oh
you
my!
don't know.
All right, so tell me this: you wrote a book.
I did.
Why?
I wrote the book because I was assigned in drama class in 7th grade. They gave me an assignment to write a puppet show script. And I had to write it. So my friend told me, he was like, do it in Germany and get a cow. So I did that. And then I was watching a TV show, and there was an episode where they had a fountain of youth. And then I thought about that, and it came to me. How's about I make a cow, but it does like it produces some kind of fountain of youth thing. Then after developing that, I made it to where the milk was, it would be like milk of youth. And then I said to make it cooler, it'd be gold. The milk would be gold. And then I did that. And after I made this whole story and everything about the German cow with youthful milk, after I made that, then when I presented it in class, everybody was like, that was so good. They loved it. Then I was like, I wonder if other people would like it. Then I expanded a little bit, added more details, and wrote a book.
That's cool. What was the So once you figured that you were gonna do this book, like what was the process like? How did you manage to do that? Because how old were you?
When I was given the assignment, it was before my birthday, so I was 12.
Okay. So this was in school before you came to
Yes. Before
where
I
you're
came
at
here.
now, before in Guthrie. Yeah. Got you.
This is 7th grade.
7th grade. What are some of the? So I bought the book, haven't read it yet. Excited
need
about
to.
reading
You
it.
need
Yeah,
to.
I'm gonna read it. I was the goal was to read it before we sat down today. But tell me something like for whoever reads the book, what do you want them to walk away with?
Well, the moral of the story is...
You don't have to give it all away, but just kind of give us.
No, I'm just giving...
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I put the moral in the end of the book.
Okay.
So I'll just say the moral of the story, basically what they need to learn from it. I'd say not to be greedy and share things. Because it was like the protagonist or the antagonist was like greedy with the cow that had the youthful milk and was using it just for himself and not giving it to anybody else, sharing or anything. And then eventually he got punished. I'm not going to disclose what the
Okay.
punishment or the
Okay.
consequences were, but he was like punished for doing that and him being greedy and all this stuff. So I made it to where the moral is basically not to be greedy, and if you have something, share it with others.
I like that. What was the hardest part about putting the book together?
The hardest part would probably be like all the small details. Like, because when you're making the book, it's not really like, if you have a basic concept that you want to do, it's pretty straightforward. But then again, it's like you can think of how you want it to begin and how you want it to end. The hard part is figuring out what you want to do between. Because you
Gotcha.
can't just write, in the beginning, there was a cow. In the end, they all died or whatever. You can't just put that.
Yeah.
You have to elaborate what happened between there.
Right,
What
right.
happened.
Yeah.
Like, did the cow kill everybody? Did the cow just grab a knife and just go on a rampage? You can't just leave them wondering. You have to explain, elaborate on it.
So just kind of coming up with the storyline and
Yeah.
all the things and
But
making
then
it
again,
interesting.
I feel like for someone who may want to write a book, I wouldn't say just to go out and like sit at your desk or wherever you plan to write it and just sit there. You don't have any idea or anything. You just go there and sit there and just start writing stuff down, because it's not gonna happen just like that. It's something that has to be given to you by a higher force. Like I say that my story was given to me by God. It's not something that just happens. Kind of like when you write a song, you can't just go sit at the piano and start playing music and all this stuff. It's like you can't just do that. It has to be given to you, laid upon you by someone, something. And so I feel that whenever you get an idea in your head for a story or a song or something, don't waste that idea and be like, oh, I'll remember it later. Write it down or do something with it. Then go back in and like think about it. Think if that could become something bigger.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good. Now, most days, oftentimes people have other folks who kind of come along with them to kind of help flesh things out in the process. Did someone help you? What did that look like?
No, I didn't have any help. I wanted to do it by myself. They offered, but I wanted to figure it out.
That's good. That's good. Why should somebody else write a book? And would you one day write another one? Do you look forward to writing another one?
I look forward to writing another one. But then again, like I said, it's got to be given to me.
Yeah.
An idea. I can't just say I'm going to write a book, because then I'll just be sitting there for hours trying to think of something, and it'll never come, and then I'll just go to bed. So, I don't know. I'll probably write one eventually, whenever something comes to me. But
That's good. Tell me about your family.
they're okay. I mean, I'm just joking. They're pretty good. I love my family. I think we're pretty strong. We can work things out. I don't know any like specifics. My mom, my dad, they're good providers. Everything they do is good.
Yeah. It's good. Good. We just didn't want to not say anything about your mom and dad. So I just wanted to make sure they get some shout out and love. What's something you're most grateful for right now? God.
Grateful for the things he's done, blessings he's given me, just his grace in general. Mm-hmm. Everything that has happened in my life and the lives of others, I'd say, is predominantly due to God. Mm. So I'd say the thing I'm most grateful for, most thankful for, would be, yes, God.
Good. Can you share some ways that you believe is important to give back to your community?
I'd say if you have any, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but if you have any, like, time on your hands that you don't know what to do with, I'd say you can spend your time to go tell people about the struggles that people are going through in your community. Go help people out in the community, even if you don't have to give them money or anything. You don't have money, you don't have to be rich or anything. You can just go donate your time to them. I mean, it's always good to donate money if you have it.
Right.
But donate your time. If you have anything that you have, like, you have old cups, old shoes, clothes, anything that you feel you're not going to use again, give it to someone who you feel would need it.
Yeah.
Or like somebody, if you see them on the street, if you don't have any money to give them or anything, it doesn't have to be money. You can give them some food or something.
Yeah.
Give them some clothes. Even if you don't, like, go to McDonald's and buy them, like, some chicken nuggets or something, buy them a pizza or whatever. You can, if you just have, like, a snack in your car or something, even if it's a granola bar, it'll still help.
Yeah.
So even if you just have a jacket or something on that you're using, give it to them, because you can always go get another jacket.
That's good.
But someone on the street might not have that capability.
That's good.
So I'd say those are the ways that I would give back to the community, important ways to do that.
There's that sign behind you. What does it mean to choose Guthrie in your head?
To choose Guthrie, I feel that means basically, because I live in Guthrie, I would give back to my community. And if I need to go buy something from a store, or I need to go buy something wherever, do anything, do it in Guthrie. Support the community of Guthrie, rather than going to all these big cities and stuff and spending all your money there and then going back and living in a city that has no money.
Yeah.
Donate to Guthrie. Spend your time and money in Guthrie. Is there anything you need? I'm sure you can get it in Guthrie. It might not be as good as what you can get in the city, but do it in Guthrie.
You can get it here. That's so good. Hey, you got any last shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
I'd say my mom, my dad, me, all the Guthrie Junior High teachers, everybody, all the good people here at North Church Guthrie, all the people at North Church OKC.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not as good as us, obviously, but yeah, I'll give them credit. Yeah.
Chance, thank you so much for such a great conversation, man. This is good. This is good. We can go on. It's almost been an hour. I was like, and I'm trying to figure out how to cut it short a little bit, man. You did a great job. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Make sure that tell your website. Where can you get the book?
You can get the book on Amazon. Just Amazon. It's called The Cow of Youth by me, Chance Rogers. And you can get it on Amazon.
Awesome. Cow of Youth by Chance Rogers. You can get that on Amazon. Go check him out. Follow him on Instagram. What was the Instagram again?
It's Chance Rogers.
It's
so
Chance
ITSCHANCEROGERS.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description as well. Go follow him on Instagram. Go get that book. All the things. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for hitting that play button for another episode of the GuthrieAmerica podcast. I am on a mission to have every story told of the individuals who do life here in our community and who are from here. The question I love to end with is, will your story be next? Go in.